Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video for you all. This one is going to be interesting, a little bit more on the heavy side or more spiritual side. So right away we got the the Nine of Cups, the Fool, the Page of Cups, the Chariot, the Justice. So I was like, here we go with this justice again. Like, karma and justice. What is going on? What is going on? Y'all are gonna get some sort of message about for some of you this is literally a court case. Like, some of y'all may be dealing with a court case, and I heard justice delayed or justice too long delayed is justice denied when I saw the justice card. So I looked up that saying because I was like, who said that? And it says Martin Luther King said it. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because I was thinking about discrimination. Some of y'all may have been discriminated against, and maybe you have some sort of civil case because of that. Could be a situation with your job. And discrimination comes in all shapes and form. It doesn't have to just be about race. I know there's a lot. I've talked to a lot of people that lost their jobs in the medical field because they refused to comply with certain requirements, okay, when that sickness broke out. So there's a class action suit for that, or I think there's several class action suits for that going on right now. So y'all may be hearing some information about that soon. I think that the writer's strike that was happening, I think they finally came to an agreement with that. So yeah, we're just seeing, like, this might even be on a political level where we might see political leaders start to fall. Like, it's already happened, but it's going to be like dominoes now, like one after the other. But we're already seeing that happen with political figures, public figures, celebrities, and all of that. But yeah, somebody's getting a fresh new start here. You're going to be able to move forward with something that somebody attempted to delay or block for you. Blockages are being removed. Y'all could also be Libras or Cancers, okay, with the Chariot and the Justice card, but blockages are being removed. With this Hangman, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Magician, something was delayed. That's why I was thinking about justice delayed is justice denied. Something was delayed. Something was blocked. And you may have thought you were never going to get it. Justice too long delayed is justice denied. You may have thought you were never going to receive justice, and you just decided to move on. With this Eight of Cups, you decided to move on and focus on your future with this Two of Wands. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, once again, that's talking about something that took a very long time to come into fruition. But I don't care how many years ago it was where this thing happened to you or somebody did something to you. We see they're starting to try cases that even had statute of limitations that were passed in some cases. So yeah, you are receiving some sort of justice for something. Let's see what else we have. All right, so we have the Magician, which can represent you manifesting something or something manifesting itself, but it also represents somebody misusing their power, trickery, deception, things of that nature. We've got the Tower. So with the Magician and the Tower, and then the Emperor card, that's why I'm like, is this something political here? Something is about to be dismantled on a large scale. I'm trying to do like readings for the collective, right? But it just seems like this is way beyond the collective. Like, it's gonna affect a lot of people. Like I said, there's a lot of class action suits going on and things of that nature, but we might even see some political stuff happening with people you thought would never ever like be taken down. Something is being dismantled, okay? And options are opening up. Seven of Cups. Options are opening up for people who never had options before, never thought they were going to have options before. Things were being blocked. Laws were being put into place to keep people down. Okay. A lot of systems, organizations, all that is being dismantled. Wheel of Fortune. There's a change coming, a big change. Your cup is overflowing with this Ace of Cups. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles, or the Ten of Cups. Some of you could even be in a dispute over a house. Okay, you could have a legal situation going on with a house or living arrangements or something that might be coming to an end soon. Like maybe you're in divorce court arguing over the house, or the kids, custody of your kids, things of that nature. It's going to be coming to an end here, but somebody is being exposed. Multiple people are going to be exposed. So let's see what else we got. All right, so there definitely is a power struggle on so many different levels. This is multi-dimensional. This is multi-levels. Like there's a power struggle politically. There's power struggles within family, familial dynamics, work dynamics, and then there's spiritual power struggles, a spiritual war, as they say, as well. So yeah, like anyway, so we got the Nightmare, psychic protection, shield bad dreams, nobility, honor, high standards, idealistic, sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go. Nightmare, psychic protection, shield bad dreams. So yeah, you all, I said like there's spiritual warfare going on as well. I like to stick to the practical side with readings, but there's spiritual warfare going on as well. So we got to talk about some of these concepts of people astral projecting into people's homes. What do they call that? Remote viewing, where they're like astral projecting into your home, spiritually spying on you, or when they are dream walking, trying to interfere with your dreams, doing head work on you, trying to interfere with your mind, your head, trying to block your intuition. Entities coming in, shape-shifting, pretending to be your ancestors, things of that nature, and you're really not talking to your ancestors. Y'all need to up y'all's protection. Be careful when you're doing readings. Be careful who you get readings from. These spiritualists out here are wicked. This power struggle, these people you could see being exposed could be spiritualists, and it could be spiritualists that are quite popular that are abusing their power. They about to find out. They about to find out that, you know, that the spiritual laws stand. It's not okay for them to do that. But some people think they can skirt around it for whatever reason. But you all have high standards. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this. You all are on the right side of things. But you are being called to be idealistic. I've been saying that a lot. Sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go. I see a lot of people making videos about renouncing sororities and fraternities. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, people are being power dynamics and organizations and things like that are being renounced. Okay, people might be renouncing religion, spiritual leaders, whatever. So yeah, there's something that you all had to sacrifice or give up. And that's definitely going to be paying off for y'all, okay? Could most likely be relationships with people that you really wanted to be friends with, or you really wanted to be in loving relationships with, but you just had to let them go. You had to sacrifice bonds. You had to sacrifice loyalty to other people because they sacrificed you. I mean, they didn't have no problem sacrificing you and your happiness. But let's see what else we got. Okay, we got eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality, your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface, the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. That's interesting. So I was saying the other day, the Six of Cups keeps coming up, but it has double meaning. So it is meaning to be in youthful, idealistic energy, as we see here with the eternal youth card. And the imaginary friend card, but it's also to warn against constantly replaying negative events in your mind over and over again, ruminating on the past, the negative things of the past. Don't keep torturing yourself. Yes, we do need to go back and review the past at times to see what lessons we need to learn, but don't do it just because you're kind of in a space of not wanting to fully let go. Some people subconsciously don't want to heal because they don't want to let go of the person or the situation. And if they heal, then they won't care about that person anymore. Some people, like, subconsciously, your minds are working against you. So getting into subconscious work, rewiring your subconscious mind, being aware of, certain thought patterns, and, catching yourself when you start thinking about replaying negative events over and over again. If you already got the lesson from those things, you don't have to keep on thinking about it over and over and over again. So yeah, you may want to catch yourself from doing that, because it keeps you in a state of being sad. Kind of like how they say, don't continue to listen to sad love songs and stuff when you're trying to get over a heartbreak. It just keeps you there longer, okay? But we want to think about it. We want to hear those songs because we resonate with them, and it makes sense, and it hits home, and we feel like somebody, the artist, the musician, understands what we're going through, but at the same time, it's working against your healing, okay? Let's see what else we have. We have a twist in the tale, the unexpected change you did not see coming. The fairy bee, my life is sweet, okay? Some of you could have ties with Oshun, because she's been showing up a lot in readings lately. So, but this is also just, making sure you say those positive affirmations. You need to be in that idealistic, like, little engine that could energy. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, like, saying those positive affirmations. But there is going to be a change that you did not see coming. You probably didn't feel like it was possible for things to turn into your favor, but they definitely are. So, make sure you stay in this idealistic energy to help things, that change, actually come about, okay? Okay, we have It's Not Me, Abundance, and Karma. So this It's Not Me card, I had to look in the book, like, what is this about? So there's a couple different meanings. For one, it means that some of you are communicating with entities and thinking that it's your ancestors or your spirit guides. Sorry, they're doing construction if y'all hear noise. But it's not your ancestors. It is trickster spirits. Some of y'all have been communicating with trickster spirits, or you have been dealing with spiritualists who don't have your best interest at heart. Okay. And some of them have done, like, spell work on their clients and have implanted certain fears into your mind to keep you, like, wanting to go back to them and pay them for spell work to, like, get rid of the fears. Some of them are doing spells on your abundance, so you can come pay them to help manifest abundance, all that kind of stuff. Something is not of God, the Most High Source, or your spirit guides that's trying to come in and communicate with you all and shapeshift and trick you. So you all need to be very, very careful right now when you are getting downloads, or when you have certain feelings, sadness, frustration, fear, all of that, okay? We have abundance and karma. Let's see what other cards we have to see if they add to this, to see what this abundance and karma is about. But also, I wanted to say, with abundance and karma, we have to remember that karma can be both good and bad. A lot of the time we associate karma with bad things, but it can be good. So you all may have some good karma coming in the form of increased abundance. But we have karmic relationships, regrets, burden of tears. Wow. Some of y'all are ending karmic relationships, and you probably ended them a while ago, but those karmics are starting to feel the karma. They're starting to feel the consequences of their actions, and they're starting to regret the way that they treated you. But it's not a regret as far as they really feel bad about the way they made you feel. They only regret it because they're being punished because of it. So if they come back trying to apologize and say they empathize with you and they understand what they did wrong, that's not really true. They just understand that they're being punished for what they did wrong. So there is a difference. Let's see what else we have. So we have burden of tears, message to pass on, source, and education. Burden of tears, message to pass on, source, education. I feel like these people that's been playing with spell work And it's almost like they think they are the most high source. They think they are God. They're trying to interfere with people's destiny, their karma, trying to get into people's akashic records and all that, and trying to cause all these delays. Who do they think they are? They didn't have permission for that, because the reasons why they were doing these things were not noble. They were not good reasons. They didn't have a good reason to try to cause all this chaos in your life. They did not get permission to do the things they were doing on a spiritual or practical level. So you all had the burden with this burden of tears card. You had the burden of being a lesson for someone. We have education. You had the burden of being a lesson for someone, so they could learn you're not source, you're not the most high. You don't get to just try to ruin people's lives just because you don't like them or you're jealous or whatever reason. You need to follow the proper spiritual laws, and you need to get the proper permission to do certain things and to act on certain things. So with this message to pass on, like, this is a message. You literally are a message to people from source to stay in their place. You are walking karma. I said that the other day. You're walking karma, but that is a burden, because oftentimes you have to deal with people mistreating you and people doing you wrong, and you do end up eventually seeing those people get what they deserve, but it's still like you would rather not have to go through those experiences. So maybe the karma card is you receiving good karma for being the walking mirror, the walking lesson, having to deal with the frustrations of that. Message of freedom and learning. Yeah, you all are a lesson in and of itself for people to stop playing. Like, you guys, people see themselves in you. You're like a walking mirror, and a lot of times that intimidates people, frustrates people, makes people hate you. Yeah, so it's like people love you and hate you at the same time. People learn a lot from you. You are meant to be a teacher, a life coach, things of that nature. And you're going to get some information that's going to help free you of some sort of burden. Okay. And some of you, this is having to do with court or a lawsuit or something like that. Some of you, this has to do with money. So yeah, expect some sort of message that's positive. Okay. Some positive message is going to be coming in for you all, but you do need to stay in that idealistic childlike state. You need to hold that pose, like in yoga or something. Try to hold it as long as you can, the idealism. Okay, you may go in and out of being idealistic and being pessimistic and then being optimistic, but try to hold the idealism and the optimistic attitude as long as you can. Okay, all these youthful cards that came up, like I said, you may want to watch some kid movies, play with your kids, play a game, play a board game with your kids, do something. Are there a lot of fairs happening right now, like state fairs? Maybe you need to go to the state fair or something. I don't know. Do something fun, okay, because it tends to get harder. Things tend to get harder when you're right on the cusp, when you're right on the brink of getting your blessing. I don't know why it's like that, but it is like that. So yeah, but somebody definitely is getting their karma. This is happening on a personal scale for a lot of people, but it's happening on a global, political, widely publicized scale as well. So yeah, it should be interesting, the news that we start to see with these public figures. But thank you for taking the time to watch. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Please like if you are watching on TikTok, and have a great day. Hey y'all, so I don't remember if I added this part in the reading, but I'm pretty sure I forgot. When it comes to the card that says it's not me, for some of you, you're not communicating with your ancestors. Like I said, there's a trickster spirit. But for others of you, you are dealing with somebody who is a karmic partner. So somebody that you dealt with in a past life that you were in a relationship with. Or maybe it's not a karmic relationship, but I'm trying to say this in the most... in a way that people can get it. Some of y'all are dealing with people, but you're not really dealing with them. They have entities that are attached to them. So they are being controlled, or they are being, it's not always them that you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody that has entities attached to them, negative spirits attached to them. So there may be moments where they are, I guess, lucid or whatever, like where you are actually talking to them and you see like glimpses of who they truly are. And there are moments where you may feel like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. Kind of like how people are when they are drunk or they're on drugs, and people will say like, oh, their eyes glossed over. It was like I was dealing with a whole nother person. Like, I don't know who that was. Some of you are literally dealing with people that have dangerous entities attached to them. And these could be entities that you encountered in your past lives. So the person themselves may not be karmic. You may not have had a relationship with them in a past life, but they may have an entity attached to them that you encountered in a prior life. Then some of these people are actually karmics. So you did have a relationship with them in a past life, and you're playing out the karmic relationship in this life. That is a lot to try to explain, especially if you don't already understand these type of things. So for the most part, this is going to be for people who probably already intuitively felt like there was something off with a person. Like there was something, when you look at this person, you're like, oh, I think it's you, but there's something else there too. Like you wonder, like, are you possessed sometimes? Like some of these people, you probably were like, they act like themselves sometimes, and sometimes they act like they are possessed, and some of them literally are. Anyway, so I have a meeting to go to, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I was supposed to post this way earlier today, and something told me not to post it, and I remember, and now I know why, because I forgot to add that detail. So anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a great day. Toodles.